The final session, talk me through what that was and what you got from it specifically.
It was Jess Biller, and we had all been sent kind of like a test, like a psychometric test, which you had to do in like 10-15 minutes, and it then generated a report. We were sent 2 different reports, and he was going through that analysis and actually explaining what it meant. And it was about personality profiling, but in a way that I've never learnt before, in a way that you can identify traits in yourself, but then more importantly, traits in others for business development. Super fascinating. He has a wonderful way of highlighting the qualities and the strengths in each different characteristic. So you never feel that you're lacking. You can kind of highlight the positive, as well as seeing sort of points that might help you develop better in business. I found it absolutely wonderful, and there's a lot to take away.
What have you kind of come away from it learning about you that perhaps you didn't know before?
Of seeing the positives and not just the negatives, and understanding it. I think sort of more outside of yourself, understanding the balance that is required in a team to make a business work. Jess personally has kind of made me realise that some of my strengths and actually the things that my clients like about me are due to inherent personality traits, and therefore not to shy away from them or feel that because they're different that they are less. They are different and they are equally as good, but just in a very different way. He offered a really lovely balanced view, I think, for everyone. And then sort of personally sort of following up with him, sort of making me realise that everyone belongs, and it's leaning into your superpower. It is life-changing once you know it, and I think once you've kind of learnt to identify it in yourself, it makes it so much easier and quicker to identify it in others. And whether it's in personal relationships or business ones, it allows such a greater understanding, which means that you can therefore communicate much more effectively. Whether it's my husband or my client, there's just a greater understanding. And I think if you can identify that quicker, whether it's in person or over a call as you're starting a relationship or in one, it just helps that connection.
And I also want my husband to do it, because I can guess what he is.
I can guess what mine is as well. Yeah.
We're going to be looking at them even more closely now, going,
I think we're a really good balance, so I can see what he is next to me, and I'm like, that's why we make such a great team.
Love it. Maybe get Jess to do that as well.